Hi everyone, greetings for the day. So we're going to get started with sight words, and before I get started with sight words, I just wanted to keep you all informed that there are different ways to introduce words to children, and one way of introducing the words is phonetic way of teaching. This is where children would be given a word, they are taught to decode the word, they're taught to syllabicate the word, so that is going to help the children make up any word or even break up any word. So that's going to be helpful for them when they're learning to read and write. So this is one of the easiest ways. So children are taught the sounds of every letter. They're taught to blend. They're taught to, decode the words so that, it becomes easier for them to read any sentence or any paragraph. So this is phonetic way of teaching. But there are certain words that it is very difficult for them to decode. So the children have to read it the same way, and they have to recognize it by their sight. And those words which frequently occur in most of the sentences or in paragraph, which children come across every time as they read, and those words are nothing but our sight words. So they visually learn these words, they learn it by their sight, and we call it as sight words. Okay. And apart from phonetic way or sight word recognition, we also have many other methods to introduce words and language to children. It could be the context support way, or it could be the language experience way. There are multiple other ways that we can actually introduce it. But in today's class, we would only focus on sight words, and it's very essential for the young readers or young children who have just learned the alphabets, who have just learned the sounds of every alphabet, and have began to even blend the alphabets. So began to blend 2 letters and 3 letters, making 3-letter words and 4-letter words. It's very easier for them. And thereby, when we next move on to making sentences, these sight words become really helpful. So let's see what it is and what are the different sight words that we can actually take it up in today's lesson. So learning to read is obviously really tricky, and we all know that, right? So there are many skills, there are many strategies that we need to come together. So you need to make it up, See, what works for one child doesn't work for another one. So every parent, every teacher will have to make up their own strategy. You need to, put forth all your skills together so that, you would be able to help children so that they become fluent readers. And keep this in mind. And one step that I would always encourage the younger students is to get started in focusing the sight words. So this is important. So let's focus on sight words. And every time that we teach or introduce sight words, people keep asking me, is it very crucial to teach, or is it very critical to teach? Is it very important to teach these sight words? Why should I be introducing this at the very early stage? When you ask me on those personal note, I would definitely say it's very, very critical to introduce the sight words at the age of 4 years or even 3 years you could begin, or even nevertheless 5 years. If your child is in different level, you could look into it and you could introduce sight words. So when students or readers, when they start mastering these sight words, what happens is they would be able to understand at least half of the words, whatever is printed in a particular text or a sentence. And every time we are teaching these sight words, it not only helps the students to read more fluently, but also helps them to write more efficiently. Okay, so and this is what we all aim for, isn't it? So that's my aim and goal, to introduce sight words so that my children or my students become fluent in reading and writing. And I hope every parent would wish to do the same, and every teacher would wish to do the same. And this is so simple, and we could do it through sight words. So let's start with it. So what are sight words? So as per the definition, I could say sight words are the words that appear more frequently in our reading and writing. I've just given you a sample screenshot over there. Take a look at them. They keep appearing every now and then in most of the sentences. Even if you take up any of the storybook, ask your children to find out these words, and they would be able to pick it up. And once children master these words, the other words are very easy. So they could phonetically break all those words and they can make it up. And it's going to be so easy for them to complete reading a particular sentence or a paragraph. And that's the beauty of the sight words. Okay, so this is Divya, and let's get started. Okay, so here I'm going to start with the first set of sight words. In the first set, I've just given 12 words for our children. And in today, children would be able to learn up these 12 words, and they could make up further sentences. Okay, so let's see what are these 12 words. So day by day, you could add on to more sight words onto your list. Okay, to start with, set number 1 will have 12 sight words. And what are they? A, I, is, to, my, go, can, the, like, see, you, we. Okay, so these are the 12 first sight words that I would like my students to focus on for today's lesson. Now, once the child is able to identify them, is able to read them sequentially in whichever way it is possible. Okay, so you could try your own ways. But only thing is like ensure that children would be able to learn this. And there's no hurry, there's no pressure. In case if your child is not able to get all the 12 words in a particular day, it's fine. We would repeat it over and again. And more often that the children are able to see them visually through their sight, the children do get the visual memory. And they would be able to identify these words and how they sound like. Now what is more important for us is like we need to make sure that the children understand every sight word's usage. Like how do we use, where are they found, so what is the usage in a particular sentence. For that, let's give few sentences and ask our children to make some more sentences. Now say for example, if I take a sight word, can I go? Okay, so like that, so can and I is a sight word. So I've taken 2 sight words. Go is an action. Right? So ask children to make much more sentences like that. They could use an action word. Can I go? Can I swim? Can I dance? Can I jump? Can I hop? So let them give. And once you begin with these examples and exercises, the child will be able to make much more sentences. Now let's see some of the examples and ask your child to read on the go. Can I play? Can I swim? Can I run? So when you give something like this, the child is now able to identify, yes, these words are repeating in multiple sentences and they understand the context, they understand the usage in a particular sentence. So thereby, it becomes much more meaningful, right? Now let's see some more examples. Now what if I jumble up? Okay, so can I go? It's a question. Can I go? Yes, I can. Can I play? Yes, I can. Can I swim? Yes, I can. So you could also introduce a sight word called yes. Okay, so it's up to the teacher. So you could scale it up the way you need, but only make sure that you're going to be introducing as many sentences as possible. Let's take a look at other set of examples. I can read. It's a positive statement. I can read. I can write. I can eat. I can run. Let's see how the list goes on. Ask them, so now the list is going to be endless. Now your child will start pouring in lots and lots of answers. I can read, I can write, I can eat, I can run, I could wiggle, I can giggle, I could skip, I could hop, I could drink, I could eat, I could sleep, I could snap, I could clap, I could walk, I could hop. So many sentences. And every time it's going to be super fun because your child is indirectly learning to read. And they're enjoying it. And it's got a pattern. So that's the reason. Let's start with the smaller numbers. Let's start with 12 sight words and 20 sentences. The child will be able to read. So this is how we encourage the young readers to read. Okay. So let's see some more examples. We can read. So I'm using another sight word we now. We can read. And make sure, give them the meanings. When do we use we? When there are more people doing a particular activity together, we say it as we. Earlier we said like I. I is like a single person doing something. So it could be I, it could be my, one person doing. When there are a group of people, we use the word we. We can read. We can write. We can eat. We can run. Add on to more number of sentences. Easy? Yes. Let's go to the next category. I see a hen. Now here I'm using the sight word see. Okay, so we're focusing on see. So you can pretend also. So when you're using the sentence, when you're explaining it to your class or to your child, you could always make action. I see a hen. Now ask your child, what do they see? Ask them to take a look around the room. They could see lots of objects, like I see a belt, I see a clip, I see a hanger, I see a clock, I see a book, I see a switch, I see a bed, I see a cot, I see a wall clock, many things they see around, right? So it caters to the environment at which the child is in. Now they understand the usage of the word over here. And now what is very important is like they understand SEE is see, and they recognize the word by sight. Let's see some more example. I see a pen, I see a car, I see a van. Some more examples. Do you like fruit? Now here I'm using two sight words. Sorry, three. Do you like? I've combined all of them. Do you like fruit? The child could say, yes, I can. Yes, I would. Or yes, I like. Okay, so answer, you could leave it. But I'm only focusing on the sight words. Do you like apple? Do you like pineapple? Do you like mango? How simple was that? So we used only 12 sight words and we made so many sentences. Now the child was about to identify those 12 sight words. At the same time, you're introducing the lessons to read. And reading at the young ages is very, very important. If your child is finding difficulty in identifying the words like apple, pineapple, mango, you could draw a small picture right next to the word or underneath the word. And looking at the word picture, the child will be able to identify the word, I could say, like, do you like apple? I could put a small apple picture there. So by looking at the picture, the child will understand the name of that particular object. So this was some of the examples. So you could take a printout or you could write it yourself and practice this every day. So making the sight word learning is very, very important whenever you want to work towards your child's literacy activities. Okay, but one thing is like you got to use it regularly, you got to practice it regularly. Only then the child will be able to focus. Okay, so let's set up aside some time for a focused attention for your child, and your child will sit down in a peace corner or a peaceful table and your child will start learning the sight words. And if you're systematically doing this every day very diligently, you will be surprised to see how quickly your children are becoming readers. Okay, and that's going to be something very nice, right? So you want your children to read quickly, so try to do this. Okay, so that was for today's activity. So practice the sight words, start reading more sentences. You can make up an activity log, you can have a book or a sheet, you can file these sentences and keep it with you and make sure your child is reading. And I always would like to tell that do not force your child. Okay, so the sight words keep repeating in every lessons. So more and more the child is looking at the same words and they find it in the same context, the child will be able to pick it up. So there's no force. It is not that the child has to learn all the 12 words and all the sentences on the day one itself. It needs more consistent practice to reading. Okay, so that was for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. See you. Bye-bye.